with Trinity Readings, and we are going to do the Aquarius Weekly Tarotscope. This will be for March 22nd through the 31st, the last week of March. Wow. Alright, so we are going to see what the overall energy for the week is for you guys, and then we'll get into the tarot, and Jordan will say hello. Bye. I love you. Alright. Monkey, close the door. Alright. I hope you all are staying safe, staying as calm and happy as possible. Ooh. You know, this is coming up in a lot of the readings. Oh yeah, I like this. Okay. The March 20th through the 22nd, which is today, I think it was Jupiter and Mars and Mercury were like aligned, but it's bringing in this really strong, powerful energy, this really strong, like, desire to take action and do something. But it's also very good. It's very positive energy because it's Jupiter. And Jupiter is the planet of luck. So it's really good manifesting energy. So anything that you're wanting to manifest, it's a really good time to just, you know, even if you can't take action towards it, just keep focusing on it in a positive way. Because it's a really beautiful energy. Plus, you know, it was the first day of spring. Plus, we're stepping into Aries today, right? It's the 20th. Yeah, it's Aries season. So there's going to be a lot of really exciting movement, of a lot of changes, a lot of really strong, powerful changes too. Anyway, and that is your first card. It is time to take action. And then you have your hard work is paying off and conclusions are within reach. So it's kind of saying, you know, whatever you've been working towards, keep, like, it's kind of like that last leg. Like, you know, you just have to keep pushing through a little bit more. Let me see what else we get on this. This is a very determined energy. It's like somebody's determined to get through something. Somebody's determined to get through something difficult. Somebody's determined to get a relationship together. Let's see what else. Yeah. Wow. I like it. Okay. I feel like what this is saying, you have the Page of Cups and the Sun card, and you have the Hanged Man. The Page of Cups is that new beginning in a relationship. It's opening up to your emotions. It's opening up to your feelings. It's messages of love. And with that being with the time to take action card, I feel like what this is saying is within your relationship, if you feel like you're at a standstill, this is saying kind of like the ball is in your court right now. If you're wanting somebody to, you know, open up to you in the relationship, or if you're wanting to get to a certain place within the relationship and you're waiting for the other person, I feel like this is saying, you know, take the initiative this week to open up. With the Page of Cups, I feel that this is also saying, because the Page of Cups is kind of that lighter, lovey-dovey energy. It's more flirty. It's more playful. And so to some extent, I feel that again, this is kind of saying that if you're in a relationship, it's kind of at a standstill. It's kind of, you know, and I'm sure with everything that's going on, you know, you might be dealing with, you know, not being able to spend time with somebody you're connecting with. And so I feel like what this is saying is, you know, do what you can with your communication. You know, lighten up your communication. Be more flirty with your communication, because you still can communicate, right? Okay, and then we have the Sun card with the New Moon and Capricorn card. So this is saying that, you know, this person does notice your efforts. And if it's not about a relationship, the hard work that you've been putting in for yourself is paying off. Now, with this Hanged Man being with conclusions, I've got to learn how to fucking talk today. With the Hangman being with the conclusions card, what that is saying to me is, yes, there is a temporary delay. Things do seem to be at a standstill right now, but in this deck, the spiral under her feet indicates growth. So even when you're at this standstill, things are still growing, things are still expanding. So again, if this is your relationship and you're finding that there's, you know, struggle within the connection, that you're not able to spend time together, you know, things seem to be at a standstill, this is saying, you know, this is time to bring something different into the relationship, bring something lighter in. And this is also saying that this is growing your relationship, that this is helping your relationship. And this will actually put your relationship in a better place. Now, for those of you who are single, obviously this is probably not the funnest time to be single. And so, you know, I feel like the Take Action card is, you know, I hate recommending this. But, you know, I hate recommend for people to get on dating sites. I hate dating sites. But a friend of mine was telling me that, you know, this might be the best time for people to get on dating sites, because it's forcing people to communicate. You know, you can't see each other. So, you know, it can't hurt if you're kind of feeling stuck in your love life. It can't hurt to have some communication with people. Regardless, you know, if you're feeling stuck or you're feeling delayed, you know, this is a positive thing. There will be positive growth coming out of this. Okay, well, let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, that was loud. Let's see what else we get with the tarot. This was very similar to the Gemini reading. So if you have Gemini in your chart, or if you're connecting with a Gemini, you might want to check that reading out. Yeah, this is very similar to the Gemini reading. Okay, you are in this place of, okay, you have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is that very determined card, that working very hard. He's also very focused on one goal. He's focused on one thing. He's putting all his energy and effort into one thing. And then we have that followed by the Temperance card. The Temperance card is complete opposite. The Eight of Pentacles is, you know, working really hard, and the Temperance card is just sitting back and trusting and allowing. The Six of Pentacles is the card of restoring balance. The Six of Pentacles is the card of the balance of give and take. So what I feel that this is saying is you're kind of in this back and forth place right now, where you don't know if you should be putting all this energy and effort into one thing, or you should just kind of relax and let things flow. It's also saying that within a relationship, you and the person that you're connecting with are in two different, completely different energies right now. You have one person in this connection who is very dedicated to the connection, who puts in all this physical effort into the connection, you know, takes time to communicate, you know, does whatever they can to keep this connection together, where the other person in the connection just kind of goes with the flow and lets things happen. There's nothing wrong with either of these methods, you know. And so with the Six of Pentacles, it's saying that, you know, find the balance with that in the connection. If you feel that the person that you're connecting with is more of this go with the flow energy, then take some, you know, go with the flow yourself. Take some time to relax and go with the flow. And when you and this person can kind of integrate those, you know, you can integrate their, you know, they're going with the flow. They'll integrate your effort. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. You know what I mean, right? Balance. It's all about balance. It's also saying that, you know, to some extent, it's saying that you're kind of getting a little bit of a break. I mean, to me, first, this is kind of saying that you're getting a break from work, which is the obvious thing. All right, let's see what else we get. Definitely. This is definitely about finding balance within your relationship. 100%. You have the Six of Swords and the Five of Swords. Look at, this is, you know, again, to me, it reminds me of somebody wanting to, like, dive right into the relationship, attack, you know, have all this communication, do all this stuff, and then you have this other person, you know, who is just, you know, they just want to be able to go with the flow. So whoever, you know, whichever you're resonating with. We do have the Queen of Cups here, which is the card of kind of letting go and trusting in your intuition. But the Queen of Cups is also that energy of, you know, bringing love in, nurturing, being affectionate. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's about perception in this relationship too. One person's energy, again, is that very determined, very, you know, again, consistent, you know, putting in all this effort, doing, you know, doing all this work. The one to communicate, the one to do this. And the other person, again, is that go with the flow kind of energy. But with you two being on such different energies, you know, the person who feels, you know, that they're doing all the work, the person that's not really going with the flow, when they're coming at this person with their communication or their desires, it's coming at them. They're taking it in a very aggressive way. Whoever you're resonating with. And if you're connecting with somebody who you feel is just, you know, constant, and you're just wanting to relax in the relationship, just kind of enjoy the relationship, again, it's just that you are both on two different energies. Let me see what else we get. It's like one person is taking the effort as aggression. Even if it's, you know, I also feel like one person in the relationship is more focused, more wanting to get something solid, like more wanting to be able to say, are we in a relationship? Is this a commitment? What's the next step in the relationship? When are we going to move in together? You know, stuff like that. Like there's somebody in the relationship who's more focused on the physical aspect of the relationship, the title of the relationship, where the relationship is going, you know, the future of the relationship, where the other person is just kind of enjoying the time. And so there needs to be balance brought between that. Yeah. Okay. We do have the Chariot as your overall energy. This is moving forward. This is moving forward in a positive direction. And then we have the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. So to me, that's saying that this relationship is moving forward. There is forward movement. This is a positive relationship. This is the relationship that you've wanted to manifest. And there is a lot of love within this relationship. But right now, with the Two of Wands and the Star card, you're both at a standstill. It's like you both are trying to get the other person to see your way, right? You're both, look at this image. It's almost like they're both trying to win. They're both trying to be on top. They're both trying to have their way. there's a lot of love in this connection. This is a really good connection. I feel that you both have really positive feelings for each other, but I feel, again, that one person in this relationship, especially with this Five of Swords, they're just more leery about probably maybe commitment, maybe the idea of commitment, or they're just the type of person that is just more of the go with the flow. And so again, I feel like it's just about restoring balance. It just seems like within this relationship, both people are wanting to have things their way. If this is not an actual relationship, if this is just like a friendship with somebody, or a connection that you have with somebody that you're just not agreeing with, that you're on two different pages, it's because, again, one person is very, hardworking, and the other person is just kind of go with the flow. So it's just like, again, there needs to be balance. So whatever... How do I word this? If you're perceiving this person as being too lighthearted, too go with the flow, too whatever, calm, whatever, or not wanting to deal with anything serious, in some regards, this is saying, to some extent, take a little bit of that energy on, the more relaxed energy. And when you do that, the other person is gonna, I feel like I cannot word this right, and I'm sorry. Yeah, I just feel that your energy is very intimidating to this person. And I don't feel that you do it intentionally. I just feel that you're very determined. You're very determined. And it's very intimidating to this person. Let's see. How has this been that long? Oh my God. I felt like this was only 5 minutes. All right, let me see what kind of guidance we can get for you on this. 3 of Cups. Yeah, okay. Yeah, again, there needs to be the balance. Again, somebody wants to go with the flow and the other person wants to grab on and have control of this. And there needs to be kind of like this transformation in the perception of it. There has to be the balance of both. There has to be the need to let go of it's like the connection it's become so tense, and there just needs to be like this moment to where you both can kind of relax, and once you can do that, the relationship really comes together in a very beautiful way. Now, if this is for some of you, I feel like this is saying that you have a connection that has not moved forward, and it was because somebody else had things that they had to take care of. They had either work that they had to do, that, work was their priority. They had to get out of a toxic situation. And again, it goes back to you and this person were just not on the same energy. And so what it's saying this week is there needs to be balance restored in this connection. If you're looking at this person, if you're wanting love and affection from this person, be willing to give love and affection to this person. If you're wanting them to see your way, you have to be willing to see their point of view too. If you're wanting them to integrate themselves into your life, you have to be willing to integrate yourself into their life too. And I think that's the overall thing. It's just bringing balance and understanding that you and this person right now are in two different energy fields. You're two different intensities. One person is very intense, very determined. The other person is just kind of wanting to go with the flow. And again, neither are bad. Neither is a bad place to be. You just have to be able to integrate those two together. And that does not mean telling this person that they have to act more like you. It means being willing to integrate. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. I'm talking your ass off. I'm sorry. I am going to leave it at that. I hope you guys have an amazing week. I hope you guys stay safe. And I'm sending you much, much love. Bye-bye.